Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 3 of Control. We are in a very similar situation to last time, but I think we're going to, again, just do a very quick story catch-up. Okay, let me step away from that person. So we are Jesse Faden. We are the director of an agency that we stepped into almost by accident for the very first time in the first episode. Not actually by accident. We are in an area that she was looking for. And having now become the director by accident, that's probably a little bit more accurate. We most recently went down and stabilized the power generator for the Foundation by fixing up some problems with the cooling power converters and the chased like a barf monster into the sewer. Just standard routine maintenance stuff. And now we're going to go have a chat with Emily about what we've seen so far. And hello to Azric. Yeah, Sunday went very well. I hope that it did for you as well.
Jesse, you made it. And you lifted the internal lockdown.
Let's talk, Emily.
Yes, of course.
Listen, Emily. Screw it. Just tell her. I haven't been completely honest. I have a younger brother, Dylan. When we were kids, we found an old slide projector in Ordinary's landfill. The slides created doorways to other places. Bad things happened. Came through. That's all she gets. The rest stays locked inside. But we found help. Through one of the doorways, we met something. A being.
A being? What kind of being?
It's hard to describe, but she helped us. We managed to turn the projector off. The bad things that came through the doorways were gone. After that, your people came. Tried to grab us. I ran away. They got Dylan. I left him behind.
Bureau agents took your brother?
Yes. You covered it up. No one believed me. I just want to find Dylan. I've been looking for him ever since.
What happened to the slide projector? It sounds like another object of power.
I thought you took it. The Bureau. Along with Dylan.
I've never heard of it. But around here, I assume everything's classified. I looked into the Ordinary AWE case files after you mentioned it. Trench and Darling were both involved. A large area of the containment sector was reserved for it. The case hasn't been active for a long time. I have no idea if anything's still there. Can you tell me more about this being you found?
Let's hope you two get along. She's been with me ever since Ordinary. In my head. She led me to you. I call her Polaris.
As in a guiding star. Did Polaris know about the hiss? If she got you in here in spite of the lockdown, she's very powerful. Which may help explain your test results. Your readings are incredible, Jesse. Now, cross-referencing them with the database, I found 2 matches in Darling's old classified files. Unfortunately, I can't access them beyond the file codes, but one was P6, referring to a prime candidate for a potential future bureau director. This was logged years ago.
Dylan. Is that Dylan?
The other match is on something called Hedron, which must be connected to these Hedron resonance amplifiers somehow. All I know is that Marshall went to the research sector to secure the HRA production after the hiss first attacked.
So, Marshall seems like our best lead on Dylan. I need to go after her. How can I get to the research sector?
Use my keycard. The sector elevator will take you there.
Marshall is the next step. What Emily told me about Ordinary, my powers being connected to things in the Bureau's past. I am so close to something. Do you feel it? Something's coming.
We take turns to come for a visit. I helped you. You owe me now. And when time comes, I will come calling.
Okay, so we're gonna have a chat with Emily just to see if there's any new targets. Boy, it really wants me to hold this. Wait, no, wait. Why is it counting down? Okay, time out for just 1 second. Hello to Drienne, hello to Patikin. Patikin is here to lurk, which sometimes means that he's still listening, but not looking. I certainly understand that. Drienne, I hope that you're having a great weekend. So I have to go do something within 20 minutes. So we're gonna have to go do that right now. Missions. We did that. But here, okay, good, it's paused. Go to the NSC energy converters. Okay. I think we can fast travel there. I don't have time for that. I do have time for this because I really want to turn it in before I die or something else happens. Yes, I'll take an energy boost. So here's our new one, Hiss Guards. Kill Hiss Guards in the executive sector using spin. Well, we can't do that, and we can't do that, and we can't do that. Well, at least I don't think we can. I don't know what surge mode is, so I don't think there's a benefit to getting that yet. Okay, so let's go to NSC coolant. Oh, it actually shows us right there. Oh, this is as close as we can get. Also, so in episode 2, we had some odd little bits of slowdown. It turned out the game was somehow running in windowed mode, borderless windowed mode instead of full screen. So we will see if that continues to happen now. Maybe it will, and maybe it is completely resolved. Eliminate key hiss targets. Well, I hope these are them. Just any time now. So, Drienne, I don't think you were here for the previous episode, but we can do this now, which is pretty cool. And also, well, we also got this shotgun. It's pretty baller. I'm mostly just guessing where these guys are based on how much red my thing shows. Oh, that's way bad. Okay. Oh, so we failed the mission. You can fail missions if you die. Got it. Actually, Drienne, most of the gun switches in combat there were accidental because I was trying to reload because I have a reflex to press X when I need to reload. Aside from that, yes, it's all intentional. Okay, so, yep, this is now not a thing that we can do. So, let's go spend some upgrade points. Also, Drienne, it was very funny to me that, like, I went here by accident, and all of a sudden it was like, oh, here's, like, all of your crafting menu and so forth with absolutely no introduction. So we had to spend some time figuring this out. The other thing we're going to spend some time figuring out is I really want to shoot those shield bits at people. So I think we're going to go with this, which is going to make our shield even better. And then Oh, nice. So we get a new personal mod slot. And then we don't have enough for this yet. I need one more. And then we can shoot our shield bits at people. Because that seems like a good time. Okay, Astral Construct. Now, the other thing that I want to do is construct Spin, which would be a third gun mode, but we don't have one Ritual Impulse, and my best guess is that we're going to get those out of the chest, so that'll come with a little bit of exploration. I don't know if I want to do any of these yet. By the way, I also don't want to not do these to the point where I play through the whole game without, like, rolling up some better mods and stuff. It's just, I need to get a better handle on the economy before we do that. These we already looked at. Spin, Surge, yeah. And then, yeah. So, now, we're going to go here, check our missions, and we're off to Old Boys Club. Pope informs Jesse that Marshall went to the research sector to create more HRAs. Jesse believes Marshall may know more about Dylan. Let's do it. Track, X, fast travel, and... Well, my best guess is that we would start back at Central Executive. That's where we just had the chat with Emily, and then we'll see where to go from there. Julian saying that their only real complaint is the map, and yeah, so I feel like the map is just barely good enough to get you pointed in a direction, and then I feel like what I'm learning is that you're supposed to follow these signs about where you're supposed to go. That's sort of what I'm picking up on how the game world is put together, but even then, it's like, yeah, they could, you know, just sort of workshop that a little bit. So we have a new mod that we can put in. Launch energy, energy, launch energy, evade energy, energy, energy. No. Now, health recovery per element pickup. That seems pretty useful. Although this one's way more useful because it's 24 instead of just 20. 24%, I mean. And then this one would be health plus 16%. What's this one? So we can double down on our health, or we can make ourselves more resilient with our health pickups. Yeah, let's go with this so far, and then if I feel like I'm running low on energy at some point, then we can interact with that. Also got some new mods, including one that looks like a better version of the one that we're using. So the one I've got is damage against enemy armor 33%. This would be straight up damage plus 28%. That is better. I think I did that right. Either way. Oh my gosh, hello to Bron, and welcome to Nikin Naraz. Probably go with Nikin or Nikin there. Bron, how you doing? I hope that you are having a good, hopefully, holiday break. Hopefully you're on holiday now. Let's look at case files. So this is a home safe that we picked up. The object is a Guardhouse brand home safe. Weight measurements vary. When bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to telekinetically gather items and debris from their surroundings. The object is currently bound by Redacted. Discovered in the basement of a home in Redacted, Ohio, the object gained rapid interest in certain online forums dedicated to opening abandoned safes. After months of failure, the owner attempted to open it with explosives. The object survived with no physical damage. Bureau agents were dispatched, now confident of its paranatural nature. Blood occasionally emerges from the seam around the object's door. Tests confirm the blood is not human. X-rays taken of the object indicate that something is trapped inside, though the images are always blurred, which indicates the contents of the object are moving. All attempts to open the object have been unsuccessful. That might be for the best, though. Oh, we have a new hotline video. Let's check this out. You must shut up them. I 'm 'm. 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 Bronrun, I gotta say, on the whole, I also would not see the benefit of the 2 extra days of school today. I feel like it would just be a huge, and between you and me, I doubt that your teachers do either. I mean, maybe some of them do, but my experience is that if you don't have, clarity on the schedule, it's very, very difficult to plan for anything. So we need to go to research/parapsychology, and it turns out this is not the right area to do it. So maybe I was wrong to come back here. Let's go look here, and we're going to see if we have any place that we can go that shows a research area. We super don't. Well, there were some areas down in the power plant area that required level 3 clearance, so maybe that's where we're supposed to go, because I don't, like, this map looks complete. Dead letters, communications, mailroom, cafeteria, boardroom, executive affairs, director's office. I don't see anything here that's unexplored, so let's proceed as though maintenance is the way to go. The furnace chamber, I mean, that could be it over there, that big black redacted looking area over on the left, but I kind of feel like over on the right would be more sensible. And also, you know what? And also, that's where the special mission was, the NSC control room. So yeah, let's go here and go through and see if we can find a way into that area on the right. He was saying nobody's going to want to pay attention for 2 days anyway. And I, you know, hello to he who. And yeah, that's the thing. Like, if everyone in class is completely absorbed by the fact that, okay, we've only got 2 school days, like we can't get anything done. I mean, sometimes your teachers can plan something cool or fun, but more often than not, those days would be better spent later. Oh boy, I don't know if this is the place to be, but we're gonna guess. Been through here. Bronrun saying that online school has shown his phone screen time raising by 6 to 7 hours. Is that... Are you using the phone to be in school, or is it just you're bored and looking at other stuff? I probably should have used that on the guy with the shield. So I think my first... Oops. Hello. My first impulse is let's get up as high as we possibly can in this chamber, which we may already have done, and then take a look around to see if there's any rank 3 doors that we can try to open up now. Not that I can see so far. Alright, but it is this way that I'm facing. Oh! Okay, this just closed behind me again. Let me... Yeah, from a teaching perspective, when you've got 2 school days or 3 school days in a week that's sort of like divided in half by some other event like a snowstorm or a holiday or something like that, you might as well just not have school that week, is what I've heard from a lot of teachers. It's so... There's no momentum to the week is the issue. I don't know if we can get over here or if I'm in the right area. Maybe what we should be doing is working our way further south. Looks like maybe through the janitor's office we can get into some places. Nope. Bronrun has a school computer for school and is on the phone Because incapable of doing any one task for more than 5 minutes unless it's engaging like a game or watching a good show. That would absolutely be my issue with online learning. If this pandemic had happened, so I'm taking a look here. So this ventilation looks like it has a straight shot to that elevator and possibly south to the janitor's office. We're going to go try this. If this pandemic had happened when I was in elementary school, I would have flunked elementary school. There is no way that I could have been sat down in front of a laptop and asked to voluntarily pay attention if I was at home and my television was right over there and my game system was right over there, and it would never have worked. Understand that I was a kid in middle school where I brought a book into like my social studies class and I just sit there reading like a novel. I like not even pretending to pay attention to what was being taught. And that's not me boasting. That's me like being so tuned out of what was happening and just incapable of paying attention. So this is all me saying, I hear you, Bron. None of this is right. Huh. Maybe I have to think about this differently. Oh, hello to Feecrest. Now, we might reach a point where I open the floor up. Well, we haven't been in here. But do not, for now, let's not have any spoilers, because this is part of the game, I feel like. Like, we're intended to have to find our way to where we're supposed to go, and I need to learn to navigate this world without other assistance. Ooh, what's this?
Drawing the pyramid. The what? The pyramid. What's a pyramid? The Black Pyramid. It's in the astral plane. Airplane? Astral plane. It's big, white, and empty. Or is it? It's a weird, crazy alien dimension. The white goes on forever. You can get lost in all that white and never find your way back home. I miss my home.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 3 of Control. I may have blacked out for a minute. No idea what anything is. Sure. Oh my god. Sorry, so Bron is saying... so Azric is correctly identifying that as the sound of a modem connection. Here's the thing. So Bron, not to get too off topic, but that sound that was playing there, did you have any idea what that was? That sort of like hissing, squealing, electronic, digital, static sound. Did you know what that was? Because I've no doubt that you've never heard it in use, but I'm just curious if, like, does that sound ring any bells for people? I'm very much not one of those people who's like, oh no, oh, the children of the next generation will never know the sound of a typewriter. They'll never understand finding a payphone. Like, no, of course they won't. Because why would they? So this is just wandering. So I think what I feel like what I have to do is get back to Central District. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me to have the research wing down in the power plant maintenance area anyway. So let me head back to Central Executive. I'm going to take a quick look around at all the different signs here, because this area branches off into a number of different areas. He Who Dies actually has, knows where 1 of 10 working payphones are in his province. I could not locate a payphone right now if I needed to. Like, if we were in some sort of, what was that movie where the dude was stuck in the payphone booth and, like, they were gonna either kill him or somebody else if he left, and he had to, like, transact all of his business by phone? This is called Payphone or something like that? Okay, I don't see anything there. Sector Elevator. Well, where do we think Sector Elevator would take us? Well, I'll tell you what, let's find out. Maybe it'll take us to the research wing. Ah, research sector. There we go. He Who Dies is calling it that terrible movie with Colin Farrell. I did not enjoy it either. It had exactly one thing in it that I thought was pretty cool and well done, and I don't think that it's worthwhile enough to recount here. And also, if somebody else were to watch the movie, I wouldn't want to take away what I thought was, like, the best part of it. But Colin Farrell's not the only person in that movie, as I recall, and the other end of the story is much, much more interesting.
I'm looking at you, Mr. Tomasi. So, this is where the magic happens. Anyway, I've been here for 24 years now. I've always been here. And through those years, we've made astonishing discoveries, authored studies of grave importance, and in all this work, there is one thing we know, and that's how little we truly know. Rest assured, we're committed to keep pushing the known laws and borders of reality, and to make the Bureau proud. So, welcome. Assuming you have the necessary clearance, and do follow the safety protocols. Read the manual. Otherwise, bad things will happen.
Research sector, huh? Home of the Bureau's mad scientists.
Something's rumbling. Yep. Oh boy. Well, I want whatever this is. An astral blip. So the conversation might fall a little bit whenever my life is in danger. One thing I was going to ask about that video is, like, you know, there were other people in the video. Oh boy. No! Oh, there's many guys. Oh boy, I'm not cut out for this. I don't think this is a good place. I really am the master of shooting close to what I'm hitting. Nope. Okay. Oh, he's not as stunned as I want him to be. Oh, Jesus. What I was going to ask about those people is, like, so there are other people in the research wing, like, in the fiction, but who are they in life? Like, did Remedy hire extras, or are those members of the research team? Is it not research, I'm a development team? I'm just always curious, like, who are these other folks in their games? Like, Dr. Darling, it wouldn't, like, he might be a developer, like Sam Lake, or he might be a... like an actor that they hired. And either way, he's very good, and I like him a lot. But, like, the other folks, are they, like... Just a small question. Still curious if we can destroy these. We can. Which probably means that there's an achievement for destroying absolutely every one. I will not be getting that achievement. So he who asked a question, and I did not see what it was, but it appears that Drienne has provided a synopsis in chat, which I think covers the broad strokes of it, probably more cogently than I will. Okay, so we're supposed to find Marshall. There was a big fight here that has given the janitor a lot to do. Let's see if... Oh, find Marshall in research/parapsychology. Well, that's parapsychology downstairs. I don't think we went into this shelter yet, so let's check this out. Bron says he just got Dishonored for PS4, and it's as great as he remembers. Good. Yeah, Dishonored is awesome. And Bron, it's been a topic from me for here and there. If you have not tried Dishonored 2, it is better. And that's saying a lot, because the first Dishonored is super good. A possible AWE, Altered World event, in which an unnamed individual experienced transcorporeality via a telephone line. Event is notably similar to AWE Blank, in which lots of redactions. Event is believed to have been caused by Redacted, and as a result of the following measures have been taken to prevent. So we don't know anything about AWE 18. Except that there is such a thing. Oh, hold on. And we got those. And then under collectibles, we had the Hiss Sniper. So this is the one form of document that I just don't... maybe I should read through these and they'll give it to me. The thing is, it's like, that guy is attacking me. I need to kill him. And I feel like from there, that's about as much as I need to know about it. This looks like it's the uncut version of what we just saw. Let me just look at it real quick.
Welcome to the research sector of the Federal Bureau of Control. I'm Dr. Casper Darling, head of research. Somebody thought this video would make for great internal communications. I'm looking at you, Mr. Tomasi. So, this is where the magic happens. Anyway, I've been here for 24 years.
How to contain a little apocalypse.
It's
on the
through those years,
whiteboard there.
Made astonishing discoveries, authored studies of grave importance, and in all this work, there is one thing we know, and that's how little we truly know. Rest assured, we're committed to keep pushing the known laws and borders of reality, and to make the Bureau proud. So, welcome. Assuming you have the necessary clearance, and do follow the safety protocols. Read the manual. Otherwise, bad things will happen.
So he was asking if this game takes place in one building. I think it could be argued that this game takes place in all buildings. So the structure that we are inside, and by the way, if I say anything incorrect here, like, I'm going to give my best understanding of this, and my best understanding is incomplete. So this may not be right, and I don't necessarily want to be corrected yet, because we will hopefully discover more as we go. Okay, so this does not say where the offices are, like Marshall's office. Continue to take a look around. But the structure that we are inside now is called the Oldest House, which I will continue talking about in just a second. Hey, so I was just wondering about the plants in research. Is it really necessary to sing to them? I mean, that janitor does have a nice voice, and the plants sure seem to like it. Maybe you could just switch it up a little bit? I'm getting pretty tired of the tango. And where do these plants even come from? No one seems to remember when they were planted, and people like them a bit too much if you ask me. Are we being invaded by houseplants? Worth looking into. Signed, Dr. Lewis. The Oldest House is a structure that is in some sort of dimensional flux, especially right at this moment, as there are sort of spatial distortions that are opening up, that are warping the dimensions of the building. Also, the people are flying. They're sort of floating there, and the sound that you hear in the background is them chanting something that is being communicated to them somehow. Let's read about synchronicity. Synchronicity is a phenomena long recognized by the wise, but only recently given a name by scientists. It is how we rationalize events connected by no identifiable causality, yet clearly conjoined in purpose. How does a dream foretell an event in the physical plane? Why do hounds bail at the death of their master, which has occurred miles away? The world is unified in ways we do not yet understand, and sometimes we stumble across these invisible, unseen chords and wonder at the result. The visionary Carl Jung laid the road, now we must walk it. My fledgling research department will make it our mission to reliably reproduce behavior by the close of 1959. Once done, the mechanics of synchronicity will lay themselves bare in due time. We are striding into the future of science. History may not remember our names, but God himself will. Refer to file redacted for full report. Oh, that's cool. She lives in shadow. I always check this. Anytime there's a some sort of projector, I look to see if the character will leave a shadow. Also, I can't do anything with that. He Who Dies is asking, is the game meant to be a mindfuck? Very much. This game goes out of its way to... How do I want to phrase this? Maximize your level of intrigue by not really making it terribly clear. I don't think I can reach this. Nope. Because things just happen, and everybody just sort of takes it in stride. So there's Dr. Darling's office. I do want to kind of make his acquaintance. I doubt very much he'll be in there. All right, let's go in here. Oh, there are many things to look at in here, including this.
Fielding questions recently regarding HRAs. What are they for? Do you always need to wear them? And what's the deal with the Hedron resonance anyway? Fuck.
I gotta go.
Despite what you may have heard, HRAs are not monitoring devices. We're not tracking your movements or listening to your conversations while you're wearing them. We do that regardless whether or not you're wearing an HRA. Think of them as as a life preserver. Only instead of water, the thing HRAs protect you from is classified. One day that classified, not water, might pour in, and you'll be glad you got an HRA keeping you afloat. And if you don't have an HRA, don't worry. It'll be quick and painless. Kidding. I'm kidding. We're making more.
Okay, I gotta go. Because we got a timed mission again. How do I... Oh, I can't do anything from this room, though. Oh, God, I'm gonna have to come all the way back here. So, go to the mailroom. How the hell am I gonna get there in 18 minutes? Brunbrun was asking, wait a second, so your character can, holy shit. Pick things up and throw them, but she can't jump more than 2 feet in the air. Well, I mean, yeah, she can also do this, which is pretty cool. But I guess lateral movement... Okay, I really want you to not do that anymore. I don't know if there's fall damage. I've mostly been doing that dash to avoid any fall damage. Boy, thank God he was loading his rifle or whatever. So I can go in there, but the issue is I actually need to get to the mailroom if I want to do that mission, and I do. Alright, jackass, who are we? I'm actually rethinking about whether or not I want to go all the way to the mailroom. Like, if we had access to a fast travel station right here, it'd be no big... I don't think I can walk on these, though. Let me walk in here. If this hurts me, then I will leave. No? Okay. Let's actually see if we can find a fast travel station, and then, if I have time, I will go to the mailroom. Grim, okay. Viquar says he's definitely getting this when it's on sale. Based on our mutual experience with Alan Wake, I think that you will enjoy it a whole bunch. I imagine that Drienne was much more adroit with mouse and keyboard aiming. See, that's me pressing X to reload. That's not how this gun works. That doesn't look like a way. Oh, shit. Well, I'm committed now. Okay. We might find out if there's fall damage here. Feels like a Super Mario 64 trick where you could fall from an infinite height so long as you saved a butt stomp for 6 inches off the ground, because he would stop falling. And then you wouldn't have to take the damage. Okay, well, thank God these plants aren't killing me, because other instances have. And we'd be real dead if that was the case here. Oh, and Bron is also saying that he got Monster Hunter World, and it's also fun. Yeah, Bron, Monster Hunter World it's that game. That's not a game. That's a lifestyle. Our good friend Sunny Panda played that for hundreds and hundreds of hours on stream, completely maxed out his character in every conceivable way, and then deleted the character for charity, and then was working it up again before he finally did get burned out on it. But yeah, that game is massive. No matter what you think the scope of it is in terms of like, now I am done, just know that it is substantially larger than you might see at first. So I do see that there's a power cube here. What I don't know is right there. I don't know what that gets us specifically, but maybe it powers this elevator. So I don't think there's any chance of coming back to the no. So we can go up, but I'm down here. So let's take a look around. There were so many things in Dr. Darling's office that I didn't touch. I probably should have just ignored this timed mission. Oh, hello to So I know that Mia has said this, and I'm not sure how it is said, though. Grumpy is my best guess, if that's close, hopefully. And you are, if I remember correctly, married to Moo as well. I hope that you are both having a great weekend so far. Shatter projectile choke. Wait, that looks good. I want that. Oh yeah, tier 3. So this is going to reduce the projectile spread so you get more bang for your in your face. And of course, every time you get a card, you feel like you're so much more mobile than you used to be, and then you realize, no, there's just another number that's higher than the card that you got. Alright, can I, There we go. Nope, still can't get up there. We can go up this, staircase, though. I feel like every other time I've been in an area with these plants, like including that one that I just picked up. Oh, hello. That's some Last of Us shit in here. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm pretty lost. Oh, is Moo here? Oh, shit. Oh, I was reading chat. This is bad. No, you stay away. Alright, sorry everybody. I need to get someplace safe, because I don't even know where that guy came from. And I don't like that sound. Why is that happening? Oh boy. Navigation's gonna be a lot easier now that a third of the screen is goo. No! Sorry, I saw what happened over in the horizon. Okay, so these things just randomly blow up. That's good. Shit. Oh, I hate everything about where I am. Nope. Okay, so that was just gonna go. Hello to Brian. So I'm going to find out where our last checkpoint was, which may not even be in the research wing, or it could be in the elevator leading down to the research wing. Goofy says Moo is currently lurking and she's bragging about her loadout in the game. Which game? I'm curious. Yeah, this is the beginning. Okay, so let's make better decisions about where we go. But yeah, I'm curious which game she is loaded out in. Here's another question. Do I still have... Nope! Do I still have my awesome choke upgrade? Let's find out real quick. Oh, I do. Okay, so we lost some triangles. Now, here's a concern. Apparently, I have 24 out of 24 personal mods, and something that's way better than the one that I have. So my current mod is plus... Wait, what is it? So you have plus 22% health, and then plus 24% per health pickup. This one will move it to health plus 28%. Well, that's better than this one, so I should put it in there. And then do I have a good rank 2 one that I want to put up here? Launch energy cost, shield energy cost, or evade energy cost. Well, I do evade the most of all 3 of those, so we're going to slot that in. But then I can't pick up any more mods because my inventory is full. So we're going to have to go in here, and I'm going to pick up some low-grade tier 1 mods, and we will break them apart. Energy plus 6% seems kind of not great, so let's get rid of that one. Well, I got 3 of these, so let's get rid of at least 2. Let's see. Yep, get rid of that one. We got 2 of these triangle ones that are identical. Alright, that one's the worst of the 2. So energy recovery speed plus 21%. Do I have other ones that are less than that? Energy recovery speed? 16%. Yep, let's dump that. Energy plus 5%. That's awful. I'm never going to use that. Okay, so that clears up a little bit of inventory space. I don't have to worry about it so much. We're at 18 of 24 weapon mods. What is this one? Damage against enemy armor. Can I get something better than that? Exclusive to Shatter. Yes. Okay. So that moves it from 15% to 18%. Okay, that seems good. And then... Alright, so can I put anything nice in here? Damage plus... What is it? Sorry, this interface is a little bit weird. Damage plus... No, this is damage to enemy armor, 33%. So do I have anything that I want better than that? Well, neither of these. I can actually get rid of both of these. I've already got one that's better than it. Energy gain from headshots. I do aim for the head. Damage while low on health, 38%. Well, that's better than 33%, so let's get rid of the worst one. Shatter recoil efficiency. 6% of anything doesn't seem that great, but... Oh, Groovy is saying order it by type. Hold on a second. Oh, I wasn't even looking at that. Order it by type. Thank you. That will make it much easier. Yeah, look at this. Projectile spread. Yeah, now I can see that I can just, basically get rid of those 2. Oh yeah, that's much better. Thank you. Okay, we will re-examine that. So let me go up to Dr. Darling's office. We're not going to watch his video again. I think it's actually in our collection, but I do want to check out all the other cool stuff that is in there. Yeah, delete the identical type dance is one of those dances where I know the steps well. That was a big thing in, like, Mass Effect. My friend HW was actually just asking if Mia is going to play the Mass Effect trilogy, and I responded that she is, I assume, going to wait for the remastered trilogy to come out. Probably recommend the same thing to Feecrest at this point as well, since that's going to be out, I think, before too long. Next year or so. Hello to Moo, who is posting in chat now. Dr. Darling is insistent that certain objects of power share a direct connection to the blank, an entity or group of entities that we have little information on or little that I'm allowed to access. In his written reports, he states that there is a clear link between these objects of power, the blank, the astral plane, and the oldest house itself. His work supposes these links are innate, in fact ingrained into the very redacted of objects such as the hotline or the service weapon. But what if these particular objects were never linked to the redacted, but had that connection forced upon them? Isn't it strange that no other objects of power require such direct contact with the blank? Isn't it strange that using the service weapon or the hotline will result in grievous harm or even death if the user is not the director, or at least worthy of the role? Why do we assume this involvement by the blank is a natural fact and not something more redacted? All good questions, memo writer.
What are they for? Do you always need to wear them?
Resonance. It's there, but we can't see it. It vibrates around us, through us, from us. But what if the vibration is conscious? What could a force like that do? Redacted opened the door to a redacted I've called blank. The redacted emits a force that is far beyond the forces we've previously dealt with. It has shown me so much that I have to wonder, is resonance the key element in all altered phenomenon? AWEs, altered items, objects of power, do they share a common redacted that we've yet to discover? We can harmonize control points. What else could the corrective frequency allow us to achieve? What if resonance has been the answer the whole time? Refer to file redacted for the full report. Alright. I think I mostly got the gist of that. So the ones that go into your file are more elaborate than the version that you're shown in screen. So I might revisit that later. Dear Dr. Darling, I suspect my colleague Dr. Harrington has already contacted you asking for an increase in her department's budget. I'm not surprised. Parapsychology has always been the squeaky wheel, all fuss but no results. Oh boy. That one has always been the stronger department. More breakthroughs, more tangible data, more usable research. I'm sure a man of your esteem can plainly see which department is more deserving of the budget increase. Just think what those additional resources could do for an already formidable research team. Anyway, I know you're a fan of single malt, so I left a bottle of well-aged brown on your desk. Hi, so many errors. Yours in admiration, Dr. Abraham Lewis. Parakinesiology. I think that's how that one goes. Oh, Moo is saying, so last night she was watching me, and Groomfy asked what you were playing, and I said, this really neat looking game I think you'd really like. Oh, so Groomfy played this around... Sorry. Moo played this around Groomfy, and he did not know the name of it. In fairness, Control is a super weird name for a game. I feel like every time that we've put something up in Twitch or whatever, I've always had to clarify it's Remedies Control, or like Control from 2019 or whenever this came out. The Bureau has spent years studying why objects of power transport users into the astral plane when touched. My predecessor, Dr. Ash, theorized that a potential receptacle determined by Jungian archetypes and the collective subconscious would be inhabited by paranatural energies when an AWE occurred in its vicinity, creating an altered item. Over time, a link was created by the redacted and the astral plane to that item, making it an object of power. So many additional theories have been raised since Dr. Ash's time. Objects of power were placed on Earth as tests by some astral entity. Our dimension was once part of the astral plane, and the objects were left behind as its borders receded. The astral plane was an early threshold into the oldest house, but the connection was severed, and now the two are linked solely through objects of power. I will attempt to disprove some of these in order to thin the herd. Hopefully the truth will emerge.
We do that regardless whether or not you're wearing an HMO.
Oops. Whoa. I really knocked down all of his papers there. Don't see anything else over here. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm sorry. So I misread it. Groomfy is the one who played this game all the way through. Well, you were right then. I mean, if nothing else, you were correct that that was something that he enjoyed. Okay.
I'm kidding. We're making more.
So that's the door out. Did I not see another door in here? Boy, I really thought there was a second door in here. Nope, it's just this one. I really like the debris in this. Moo just brought up the DLCs, and I don't want to know anything about them. Oh, chill out. No one's gonna come. I will say that I heard that the first DLC for Control wasn't... Ashtray maze. Oh, but this isn't... research? Alright, let's take a look through Ashtray maze. I might not want to hang out in here. Okay, kind of want to hang out in here. I heard the second DLC was excellent. I really like that effect. And that's the way out, I think? Ooh, okay. Boy, whoever designed that, they really came up with something that's like... It reminds me of the kaleidoscoping effect in Doctor Strange, except not quite as nauseating to see in a theater. I'm supposed to do something with this painting. Well, hopefully not. And there's the exit. Well, as long as we can always find our way out, it doesn't seem to be any harm in sort of humoring this maze's desire to walk me around. I wonder, do you think I'm supposed to dash through that before it closes? I'm not sure that we can. Okay, so that goes that way. And that's back out. And by the way, what does the map show for Ashtray Maze? Not a bunch. Doesn't wait, what if I go back this way? Maybe that's the issue. Maybe I'm just like running around in the same direction. Oh, you can't. Okay. Nope. No, I pressed Y for some reason. Okay, I don't think that dashing through these before they open or close is gonna be the way. So, at best, I'm gonna save the Ashtray maze for a different time. Either there's gonna be some sort of ability that clarifies that, like maybe a time stop ability or some other thing you can use to dash through the doors before they seal, or maybe some other way to sort of like tell your way or manipulate the walls that you can touch. Wait, why is that a ball? What? Oh my god. What even is hitting me this much? I'm feeling like I really want that ability now to telekinetically throw missiles back at guys, because the missiles track enough that... They gotta be real good with the dodges, or at least better than I am. I thought there was a third guy. Is there not? Oh, there was. Oh, God. Wait, that guy did not die. Where did he go? Maybe he died. I feel like that guy was still kicking, though. Okay, I would love to make some kind of... The rest of that was going to be some kind of forward story progress. So I think that we've been in here, but let me do look. Yeah, the oldest house Feecrest has a very form follows function style to it, but once you can reach a control point and Mia it sort of cleans up and becomes a little bit more rational. Okay, so we've definitely not been in here. Let's go check this out. Ooh. Is this poisonous?
She's in trouble. I need to reach her.
She's in trouble is what we learn about this collection of bricks. I don't think I want to shoot that, though. Brutalism. It's a very brutalist architectural style. That sounds incredibly fitting for what this is. So although I've not heard the term, if it's not a term, it should be one. Oh, I hear something above me, I think. Nope. I'll say this game definitely beats out Max Payne, which I hold in very high regard for the level of just sort of environmental chaos that you leave behind. Like check this out. Like when we rip all this stuff up, oh, it's not happening so much in here, but it'll like gouge things out of the wall and stuff. Like it's actually pieces of the environment that she's working with. Drin, oh, sorry, it was Drin. For some reason, I thought that Mood said that. It is, you should look up Brutalist Architecture sometime after stream. It's really interesting stuff. So, transcript of a call to the California State Emergency Services. Dispatcher says, hello, what's your emergency? I'm here. Can you hear me? The dispatcher says, where are you? I'm inside the wires. I'm lost. Ma'am, have you been drinking tonight? Voice says, I feel like I'm stretching through the wire towards you. Don't hang up. I might go if you hang up. Dispatcher says, where? Gone away. Can you describe your surroundings? There's an unknown noise. Dispatcher attempts to call the number back, but it was no longer in service. So that's AWE 18, the same one that we learned nothing about in the previous emergency call summary. Okay. Experience transcorporeality through a phone line. Okay, well, now we got a little bit of clarity on what that was like. Doesn't sound pleasant. I'm just gonna leave that person to whatever they're doing. I don't remember if we've, talked about it a lot on stream. I'm pretty sure it's probably come up at some point. I am not enthusiastic about dying, but I do consider it very important. I am not anxious for any sort of immortality or endless consciousness of really any kind. Call it my own personal thing, but I feel like life is given meaning by the presence of an end. Hold on one second.
The astral plane. Similar to an iceberg, what you see is not what you always get. Regardless, this place is vitally important to the Bureau. Most information on the astral plane is classified, but we can talk in broad strokes, keeping in mind that these are staggeringly complex systems, and simplification does them no justice. Now, the white non-space, the ever-present inverted black pyramid. The board, all linked, intrinsically tied to the oldest house, tied to the director, the process of choosing a director, tied to all objects of power in terms of who controls them. Yes.
All right, now if we do this, it should go... Oh, it didn't reassemble the world. Okay. Yeah, like I said, Drian, I'm not familiar with the phrase, but brutalist is a remarkably apt descriptor for these cubular, blank, concrete corridors everywhere. Let's see. The Astral Exhibition was originally built for the astronauts to use as a training location, a place to grow accustomed to the sights and sounds of the astral plane before diving into the real thing. We could have done a better job with it, but Redacted was being stingy with the budget. However, once we discovered the Redacted, we decided to repurpose the space. Similar to how zoos hope familiar surroundings will affect the well-being of their animals, we hope to observe the Redacted's behavior in an environment similar to its home dimension. So far, it just breaks everything we put with it, but Rome wasn't built in a day. Addendum, new naming conventions have been established for the astral entity now known as Astral Spike. Outdated terms in this report have been redacted. Let's find out... Wait, there's nothing new in here. Unless there was. Oh, the ashtray maze!
I'm averse to using objects of power. I don't want to lean on things I ultimately can't trust. But the ashtray and the cigarette, smoking there forever, have their uses. The ashtray maze they conjure is an impossibly changing labyrinth that no one but the Binder, and those the Binder invites, can ever pass through. The things we hid in dimensional research, the things Darling studies, the danger and the risk involved, call for every measure of security and protection I could bring to the table. The maze, hands down, is our strongest lock. I gave Darling and his chosen crew license to pass through the maze. Lately, I've started to think I should revoke that license.
Well, that clarified what is the deal with the maze. Apparently, we either have to get ourselves bound to the ashtray and infinitely smoking cigarette, or get ourselves an invitation.
An early hypothesis was that the mindscape of the astral plane is subjective. But that was fast proven wrong. It's an actual place, not a construct of the mind, even though it is with our minds that we enter and experience it. But then, one could argue that that's the case with all reality. We've been able to record footage of the astral plane by monitoring the brain activity of those experiencing it. That is the only concrete material that has come out of the astral plane expeditions. Apart from one shocking exception. In the astral plane footage, were always in the vicinity of the pyramid. We've concluded that this, not the entire plane, is what the board controls. We have glimpsed movement, native species, always in the distance, and yet contact was made. We don't have footage of this, a technical malfunction, but when one of our astronauts returned, a brain cloud, an astral fugue, had hitchhiked a ride in his head. It ruptured out, killing the subject in question. It's a relentless predator, pursuing thoughts, minds, lethal to those the entity feeds on. Proper containment protocols are to be observed when dealing with it.
So Dran is recommending not to speed through the main game, but rather to engage with all the side quests. Yeah, in almost every game, that is the way that I'm going to engage with it. There's the only games I think you'll find that I don't try to do as much of the side content as available is when I am well and truly done with something. Fable 2 being a strong contender for that. Or, if it's sort of a story-based RPG, if there's some kind of...
I can't believe they keep that thing here.
What? Go to communications department. Okay, wait. There's so much. Okay, communications is not here. But now we have access to a... Wait, do I want to hit this? Oh, crud. So, the last time that I saw something like this, it was immune to anything that I could do to it. Oh, maybe it doesn't like cubes. Whoops, no, don't get stuck on that. Oh, okay, that's cool. Oh, this one does not open. So we've got a couple power cubes. The question is, what are they meant to power? Oh, crap! Okay, I thought I had time to open that and plainly do not. Yeah, if I'm doing any damage to this, it is currently unclear to me. Oh, there's a thing. I don't know how that's helpful yet. Fequest, I would adore it if one of the objects of power in this... Oh, what if we have to, like, seal ourselves in with it? Maybe that's part of it. We put the cubes onto the patterns. It really doesn't like being shot in the ball. Yeah, maybe what we have to do is just get all the doors closed. Well, no, that would just... Hold on a second. Let me go around again.
What was the Bureau doing with that thing?
Okay.
Someone answer, damn it! We need backup down here.
Chivalry's saying no one does like getting shot in the balls, which me is saying she was. Wait, hold on.
Still there?
Shit. We're so close. We need to hurry.
Me is saying that she was waiting for somebody to say that. Also, like, what is that ball? Oh, that might be a gate. Sometimes you have to shoot those things in order to, like, clean them up, but this one seems to be one of the ones, you gotta clean up the old-fashioned way. The old Devil May Cry way. Hey, speaking of Devil May Cry... Earlier today, we had a chance to catch that Samoan guy live. He is very, very good at Devil May Cry 5. Like, one of my experiences with the Devil May Cry franchise is that my character is always doing things in cutscenes that... Hiss clusters. I wonder if this is a hiss cluster. One of my experiences with Devil May Cry is that the character in cutscenes is always doing something that is wildly different and way more cool than anything that I'm doing in the game. And there's such a sharp disconnect that it feels a little bit... off-putting. Well, it turns out, the character can do those things. I can't do those things. And the way that I learned this is by watching that Samoan guy do it. Oh no, I don't want to go up there. I really like throwing the air, fire extinguishers. Nope. Shotgun's just not going to be good from this range. Okay, I will touch that in just a minute. There was also a file downstairs that I didn't get, and I do want to get that. Wait, what? Investigate the X-ray light box object of power. What? Why did that... I don't know why that suddenly popped up. It must be relevant to what I just picked up. Okay, this study extends the world of Irving Janis, Robert Barron, and others proposing strong causal links between groupthink and the passive or active use of telepathy. To prove these connections, the parapsychology department carried out variations of Solomon Asch's original conformity experiments using a telepathic individual as the subject. See experiments redacted for details. Extensive qualitative and quantitative data resulting from these experiments was then used to identify telepathic interference within the group. Further empirical findings suggest measures can be taken to safeguard against telepathic influence on behaviors by engaging in... Why would the safety warning be the thing that you redact? Rather boldly, this paper stands to revolutionize decades of groupthink theory and provide new directions for further experimentation on the mind, including manipulation of blank and blank. See, that last sentence, I get it. But here's how to safeguard yourself against telepathic influence on behaviors. Big black line. Make sure that doesn't fall into the wrong hands. Okay, so let me read about the Hiss cluster, which is apparently that ball. Hiss clusters are unique in that they are concentrated manifestations of Hiss resonance without the need of a host. Hiss clusters are dense spherical compressions of Hiss resonance that serve support functions in the hierarchy of Hiss entities. The clusters are capable of replenishing Hiss hosts with infusions of resonance. This does not heal any physical damage inflicted on the organic hosts, but rather seems to rejuvenate them, allowing them to endure more bodily harm than normally possible. The fact that the Hiss makes an effort to preserve its corrupted hosts underlines a level of awareness and discretion that was previously just speculation on my part. Can this entity be considered an individual or simply an extension of the Hiss as a whole? Capturing one alive would be quite interesting. Drienne also loves that my first inclination was to lock myself in a room with it rather than lock it out of the room he needed to be in. Well, at issue is, I was not certain which room I needed to be in. There was sort of like a circular, oh, look at the bisected brain that is huge and gross, and I guess it's shaped like a human brain-ish. Yeah, I was trying to work out where I was supposed to go, and in fact, do I even need to interact with this monster? Is this something that can be killed, or am I making a false assumption on that? Followed by, if I can't kill it, what am I supposed to be doing with it? Or do I just, like, walk out of this room? Because it didn't seem too interested in leaving. So, okay, relax. Alright, just double checking. Because sometimes those pop open when we clear out all the enemies. Oh dear. Is this it? No. There was like a file or something, and I walked right up to it and then didn't get it like a genius because I thought, oh, I'll just come right back here. And now I'm regretting that decision because... Was this it? I think it was. Before using recording devices, please ensure that the following safety measures are met. Oh, I mean, don't forget to redact all the safety measures. Ensure the volunteer is securely fashioned in the chair. Ensure the hood is placed over the volunteer's head. This will prevent the volunteer from taking in visual stimuli during the record process, which can lower the quality of captured footage. This also prevents recording technicians from viewing the volunteer's face, which undergoes muscle spasms during recording that some consider upsetting. Check if the volunteer is comfortable with the hood over their head. Activate the recording apparatus. After recording is complete, check volunteer cognitive ability using the provided questionnaire. Do not be alarmed if the length of recorded footage exceeds the volunteer's period of unconsciousness. Astral dilation is a known issue. If any problems arise during this process, contact your supervisor. Alright, we gotta go... do that. I'm not at all alarmed by why that's... Okay. It didn't previously occur to me to wonder... No, she's wearing... I just wanted to make sure she wasn't wearing heels. The sound that she makes when she's running around sounds like a lot is going on. Now I'm just trying to find my way back to the control point. It's that red area up there, yeah? Mia.
If anyone is listening, we've encountered heavy resistance. We've fallen back to the luck department. All agents are ordered to converge here.
Oh, for a second I thought it reassembled the brain. Okay. Oh, wait. Sorry, I also want to... So we don't have enough of those things. Now that I look, it's not a square, is it? It's sort of like a broken circle. But I still don't have enough to do the shield throw. Astral constructs, weapon forms. Ooh, hold on, this is new. So now I can do spin or... Pierce. Pierce is a precise... Oh, sniper rifle. Penetrates armor and enemies at any range. Ooh, that sounds really good. But I've wanted spin for a while. We're going to take these in order. And also I have several upgrades for spin. And we've got some missions for spin. So we're going to make a spin. Weapon form constructed. Nope. No. Okay, so now I can take these missions to do things with spin mode. Yes, let's kill enemies in spin mode. We are not in executive sector. I'd love to do that. Okay. And I cannot take a fourth, right? Right, okay. So from there, I want... Oh, can you only equip 2 different ones at a time? That would make sense. How would I change that? I would change that by doing this. Got it. Okay. Now here's a question. If I switch it back to Shatter, does it still keep my... Yes, it does. Alright, cool. Alright. Now, we have some upgrades. We're probably going to just go with the highest tier one to start with. Rate of fire plus 32%. Let's hit it. I don't like any of these. Well, maybe I do. Hold on. This is... Right, no, this is not as good. So first of all, let me use the Groomfee tip. So we're gonna do it like this. No. 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 And this one, so I can just get rid of this one. Got it. Okay. Alright, now we can go down the hall, which is this way. Although I seem to be heading away from the thing that I'm... Oh no, oh god, this is so complicated. The thing that's marked in the yellow banner is the X-ray light box object of power, which I definitely want to do, because so far every object of power has given Jesse, like, further abilities to be awesome, and I just don't know how to get there from here. I think we're probably going to go in there, but let me just take a look down here. All right, that opens up and kicks us back to Central Research. I assume this wasn't a door before, but now that we've cleaned up reality, it is.
Marshall, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Who is this?
My name is Jesse Faden. I'm coming to help.
Faden, hold on. I'm setting the elevator for you. We need to talk.
She got that right.
More of you? Really?
Oh, I don't want to punch these things. So one thing I don't know is if I raise a shield and these things blow up against it, will I survive? That enough? By the way, the spin mode is super good. The service weapon, they did a really good job of making something that is just fun to use so far in every mode that is available.
Welcome to the party, ma'am. Marshall is right down the hall.
Two rolls of toilet paper on the floor. No! Oh, they gave us a different bathroom. That's cool. You know what always bothered me? Well, hold on a second. Rubber duck. Discovered in the home of Agent Blank after his young daughter complained of being followed by her rubber duck. According to Agent Blank, the matter was ignored, believed to be the result of a child's imagination, until he began to hear the quacking at night. Upon discovering the item hidden in his daughter's closet, he brought it up to the Bureau to study. Update. It was discovered that Agent Blank was bringing unknown paranatural materials into his home, illegally taking them outside the oldest house. How this may have affected the creation of an altered item is being investigated. Agent Blank has been terminated. And I assume not the kind of terminated where you get a nice severance package. In Star Trek Next Generation, whenever you saw a sink, their sink was like a gentle waterfall. Like, it was just like some water loosely spilling out over like a lip, and then you could put the water into your hands and like splash it onto your face, or, you know, whatever was currently required of the plot. But like, that seems a very unsatisfying way to just like wash your hands. Like, I want some force behind the water, not just like a gentle spill that's coming off of like a cup or something. I guess we'll save it here. All right, let's... So she's in here, right? So at issue is we got started a little bit late, and then there was a little bit of a runaround as I tried to figure out where to go. And unfortunately, I have to be up rather early tomorrow. So I think we're going to have to call it here. And I do like finding a nice stopping point just before some sort of plot element, because I always feel like it helps us get the next episode off to a running start. So I think we're probably going to call it here. Now, in this episode, we've picked up a brand new weapon. We didn't get a new ability yet, but we did get to expand our weapon, and I learned something about how to navigate the world, that main elevator in Executive Privilege, or whatever it's called, gets you to other areas, and that was a point of confusion at the time. So I think that that'll make the rest of the game easier to find our way around. I do agree with Drienne. It's nice to know that someone who is already familiar with the game is also like, yeah, the map just... the map isn't the best strong point. I have to imagine that there was some intent behind what it is, probably to help keep the player more engaged in observing the world instead of following a mini-map, which is a way to go, but then they're building a very, very three-dimensional world and asking you to be able to navigate it when... Like, also, thanks to this, what we've learned is the brutalist architecture style makes different areas have a very similar feel to them. So I'm concerned about finding my way back to places, but I think that we have a good plan to find our way forward at least. All Starfleet is all about low flow. Yeah, that's probably it. I also know they have sonic showers, which I always would want to try, but also felt a lot less satisfying than a nice hot shower. People's hands are less dirty in the future. They don't need all that force. But I want to... I don't know. I really like showers, and I don't like... Anyway. So, thank you so much to Chivalry, Feecrest, More Than a Mia, Drienne Lavode, Moo and Groomfy just both stopped by. Bron was here for a while. Yes, that was Bron. In my head, sometimes I have to stop. Am I saying Bron is my dad or Baba is life? Because two B names. And He Who Dies was here earlier. I know that he stepped out for a smoke. I don't know if he ever came back. But one way or the other, I hope that everybody's having a... Oh, and yes, Patikin was here for a while and was at least leaving a lurk. Hopefully he was having a good time and not getting too much spoiled for him. And we are going to call it here. We're going to find somebody fun to raid, and unless something super weird happens, episode 4 will definitely be tomorrow, and we might jump to it much earlier than this. I think it might be sort of a midday stream because although I have to be someplace early just for sort of everyday stuff, I don't have to be at work. And boy, is that a wonderful phrase to say. I'm very, very happy that I have a job. I'm also very, very happy that I have some time off from that job to spend with family and others. So we should be able to have some other time with you guys and do some more fun control. Well, let's go find somebody fun to raid. But on the way out, I just wanted to say that I know that Tashir was not feeling well today and then posted in Twitter that he's going to be taking some time off. So on the off chance that he sees this, it's very, very unlikely because he is also avoiding spoilers. But I hope that he feels better soon. I hope that what he described as being burned out is... if that feeling passes quickly. But as always, this goes for him and this goes for everybody in chat and everybody who always sees this. You need to take care of yourself and your loved ones first. Twitch and streaming and gaming, it needs to be fun. It needs to be something that you enjoy. And if you're not in a mind space or a health space that makes it rewarding, then fine, just put it off. Do it later. Take care of yourself first. And we will always be here when you get back. So that would be my message to Tashir or anybody else who's sort of feeling a low place. The holidays can be a wonderful and warm time with friends and family. They can also be a very, very stressful time for people. And you should always take care of yourself and then your family, and then your audience comes way, way, way down that list. So that's just my thoughts on that. Also, I keep forgetting to check. I know that the release of his newest album was delayed, but I don't know if it has yet come out. So I had to check on that. It was called Just Because. It was scheduled to come out on his birthday, and then due to some family events, was delayed, but I don't know if it has come out in the days since then. I need to double check that. So we will go do that. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me. We will see you tomorrow for some more control. Hopefully a little bit more forward momentum and a little bit less getting lost. But that is, as always, part of learning a new game. Until next time, thank you so much, and I hope you have a great night.